Thank you for joining us. You are on Dobie Talk with Nemesis Kennels. And my name is Mark Tamayo. Let's talk about it. My name is Mark Tamayo, and I am the breeder owner of Nemesis Kennels. I originally started this back in 2016 when we first got our first Doberman, which is Nemesis. We call her the reason because everything from her, this happened. So I just want to give you a little backstory of why we started Nemesis Kennels and what motivated us to breed, Highdrive working line European Dobermans. So my experience in dogs is vast. I had American Doberman since I was 3 years old, and various other dogs since then. Chow Chows, Labs, Golden Retrievers, Chihuahuas, miniature pinchers, Jack Russells. Most of them were all rescued. But when we had the opportunity in 2016, when we purchased our home in Whittier, we had the opportunity to buy our first European Doberman, since I was used to American line Doberman pinchers. So I reached out, found a local breeder. Her name was Gloria. Her female Tara just had a litter, and I called her and asked if she had any more puppies. And she said that she had one female left. And I told her, hold her, I'll be right there. I do want her, and I wanted to see her first. So I went to her home. We visited with the puppy. And I told her, that day, as I visited, that I wanted her. So, I did what I needed to do and left a deposit, and told her that I couldn't pick her up until September sometime when we moved into the home. So we had her do the ears, and by the time I got her, they already posted it one time already. So I just continued to do it, and we named her Nemesis. So Nemesis was our little girl. We brought her home when we moved into the Whittier house. And my wife, wasn't really familiar with the Doberman breed, but I introduced her and told her how loving they were and how loyal, very protective, and codependent they were on their owners. So she initially took to Nemesis and fell in love with her. And, we decided after her second cycle, she was probably about 18 months, that we wanted another Doberman, and my wife wanted a male. So I reached out to the breeder that bred with Gloria, and his name was Gerald Antoine from European Doberman Stud. She did mention that his dogs were very popular in the Doberman industry. So I looked him up. I seen who Nemesis' father was, and Alonzo, the Red Bull King of Darkness, and I thought that name was awesome since I worked in the beverage industry, and so we proceeded to mate Nemesis with Brody, his other dog, Eamon Dr. Poland. And once we did that, we had 4 puppies, very strong puppies, pretty big. One of the dogs is Mauler, and he's very well known on Instagram and social media. And then we had Deuce, which we found he was just a little more attached to us. So, attached to my wife. So, and he looked like he was going to be, pretty active. So, we looked for those little signs, in the beginning, and we kept them. And, we sold the other dogs. Well, we had a following on Instagram, a small following, and, that following turned a little larger as we bred, and we had more people wanting our puppies. So, I wasn't initially going to be a breeder, so I did my due diligence and started learning about the breed, and starting to learn what, entails about what needed to be done to breed a healthy puppy. So we had all the DNA checks, and we did that prior because Gerald told us that this is what we had to do in order to breed Nemesis to Brody. So we did all the checks, and initially, we didn't know any of this. So, for myself, and I know my wife, we like to research, a while before we even, try to do anything and make decisions. We try to make the best decision and the wisest decision based off our experience and knowledge of that. So we did, and we learned more about what we had to do. And so the next time we bred, we had probably about maybe 30 to 40 people wanting the puppies. So I told Gerald, I said, hey man, this is a good opportunity. I can do this as a hobby, to promote the breed. And, while I was still working as a manager. And so we did, a couple more litters, and, we only did Nemesis a few times. And so we initially had Deuce training, to become our stud, to represent our kennels, to show that he was proven. So we did that, and he was at training, and we decided to import a female from Serbia, which Gerald again, helped us to find a great breeder in Europe named Dijon Drogistic Kennels, and his line of Dobermans were show line Dobermans. So we decided to get a red, since we wanted some reds in our breeding program. So we initially imported Artemis, the red Doberman, and man, she is beautiful, very healthy. Again, health checks and all that. She's clear of everything. Once they turn 2 years, we get the OFA certification on the hips and elbows, and extensive health checks, for them as they breed. So again, as we grew in the breeding, we had more followers, and I came to the realization that quality of life, I couldn't give my 100% to my puppies and to the dogs and to the industry and to my clients, not focusing on my dogs. And even though I was making great money, as being a director, it wasn't for me anymore. I did it for about 30 years, and I was getting older, and I was thinking about my future and retirement. And this is something that you're not going to grow rich on, but you will have a nice quality of life if you have a passion for it, because it's not for everyone. Breeding is not for everyone. It's very hard. It's taking care of your dogs and 24/7 to ensure that they are healthy. And again, I always say healthy dogs produce healthy litters and healthy puppies. So we do everything to ensure that our dogs are healthy, regular vet visits, eating the right food, having the proper exercise, getting the right training. So we did that. We put 110% into it, like we always do. I'm a big planner, and sometimes I just over plan, and sometimes things take a little longer for me, but I do want to make sure that we have a standard of excellence here at Nemesis Kennels, and I wanted to provide that to you, to owners out there, because there was a lot of scammers out there, a lot of people just trying to sell puppies. So we wanted to ensure that we're a reputable breeder. We were doing the right thing by you and by the puppy. So we started filtering all our clients 3-4 years ago, and we do that now, and we've had some great track record with our puppies and with our clients, and we share the love through our puppies, and we just wanted to do that basically for the rest of our lives. And I decided that I'm going to leave my company, and because I was too stressed doing both things, so I had to give up one. And for my puppies, they're my life, and every single puppy I'm emotionally attached to. Same with my wife. It's a little bittersweet when we give them up to the new owners. We want to keep them all. That's why we have so many dogs. But as we grow, we learn that we're just giving the love to another person to share the same type of love we have for the dogs, to them. And Again, we stay in touch with our clients for the remaining of the life of the puppy, of the dog. We're always here to help, answer questions, to share our experience and our little tips of the trade or industry, you might say. So we're here to help, so anything that you guys need, we are here to give that experience to you. So again, that's why we starting this podcast. That's why we came, a breeder, to help and to promote the breed. We always say we breed loving Dobermans, but there also can be, a sport dog or a working line dog. The dock divers, barn hunters, they're great at that. But we just want to make sure, number one, that they're healthy, that they're a family companion, a pet, growing up with your kids, socializing them with pets. We love the repeat buyers and the owners because they know that they had a great puppy from us, and they're going to have another great puppy from us if they want to go and breed those dogs down the line. We give full breeding rights, so we can get into that a little later. But as my story goes on, in my experience, you'll learn more about us and why we do it. But that's just a little basic backstory of why we became breeders, and why we love to breed so much and we love to promote them. I love to do daily posts on my dogs every day, just to show the love that we're giving to them and how they're growing. So you guys don't miss a day, me posting my dogs, because the proof is always in the pudding. So for us, I don't like to really speak about our dogs or kennels. I just like to show it. So follow us if you like this content. We'll be having more guests on to speak about their experiences, their point of views, anything that we can learn from. This is why we're starting our podcast, Doby Talk. We're calling it the Learning Podcast, so we can learn together based on each other's experience. Even though I know a lot about breeding, I can learn more. I can learn more about the dog, the quality of life, if other people have, different experiences. And we can implement that into our breeding program. My wife will be on, and she will be talking about her experience, and we'll go from there, and then we'll start having some guests on. Let us know if you have any questions, and we can answer those on our next podcast, during the live, or possibly pre-record it, but we will get to you, and we'll give you a shout out. So again, Mark Tamayo from Nemesis Kennels. Thank you for taking some time and listening to my little history, my experience, my backstory, the love of the breed, the love of the dog, just love for animals in general. So come on back. Make sure you subscribe and like. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay updated with all our new videos and podcasts going forward. So thank you again. Take care. Have a good day, and we'll talk soon.